Hello, welcome back to Blend Sushi LiveNoding. In this episode, I'll be sharing with you the breakdown of this node tree setup. So it's basically creating these blocks that looks a little bit like books. Um, it's auto-generated and it's using the loop in and loop out node. And also, you can guess it already, I'm using align mesh by mesh. Alright, so I have randomizations over here, but it's actually more or less like kind of like a straight line, but I can randomize in the Y or the Z if I want to, or X. Okay, so let's take a look. I don't actually need this for now. So this is the default, and I believe I have also control over the gap between the blocks. So let's leave it 0.1 for now. Alright, so this is probably not the fastest, but it's also, but this is easy to understand. So I start with this box, and this box is the alpha. Okay, so this box can be any size, can scale it. It's gonna push the books, the rest of the books, and then this box goes inside the loop, and I have currently 50 iterations. I can reduce it to 10. I can increase it to 100, and I can have that amount of blocks being generated. So in total, we have like, this is 25. We're gonna have 26 boxes. All right, so inside the loop, let's take a look. This is the align mesh that we are using. However, there's a lot of things going on here. So what happened? This one is for the gap. This is if I move the previous boxes, because we are inside the loop, and it's gonna do it how many times depending on this number. So this one is for the gap. All right, I can give a different value, but I think only the X matters. This is the strength. All right, so we have basically a bunch of things going on. This is actually just to generate random numbers and the seed value. So don't worry about this node. It's actually nothing much. This goes into the vector, so it's randomizing the scale of each boxes using transform mesh, and which is also based on this box. And then after it's going through that box, it's being aligned over here. So I can control the alignment in the x-axis and also in the z-axis. So with the z-axis, I'm using this one, so it's aligned on the base of the model. So I could actually arrange it that way, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so that's using two align mesh, and then both of the data goes into the list join, and then it goes into the mesh join, and it goes out of the loop. And I have separate loops, so it's become separate objects, but you can actually just leave it so it's like a single object. So this also works, and this is, I believe, is a lot faster. So if you want to ever make like a variations, let's say you duplicate this one and then you make variations in the seed, you can have another one. So it's like a stack of books or blocks. you can play around with the scale. And it's just gonna work because each boxes will just gonna push the other boxes. All right, so it's pretty interesting and easy, very easy to understand and easy to use. So I think the one that's really useful here is really the align mesh by another mesh, and the fact that we can do this and then join it and then pass it to the loop. So the next loop will be using the previous loop, the previous box. So it starts with a single box and then create this box, and it's gonna put the next one just touching the previous one, and then so on and so on and so on. All right, so there you go. That's that's using a line inside a loop to generate these boxes. All right, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.